How to do a van conversion? That is a question that I'm gonna answer to you today. Of course, everybody has their own opinion, but I'm gonna share you my opinion how to do van conversion and where basically to start. So this is my first YouTube video ever that I'm actually talking to the camera. I didn't know where to film it. You have a million of rules, and I've decided to just sit on the floor with no special lighting, just me, myself, and you watching. So basically, how to convert a van. Now, there's a million of things you can do. Of course, you can buy a book. That's one of the things I did. You can also make a planning straight away. You can go online to watch a million of things. However, I think there's one important thing that you really have to do first. And I think it's one element that many people do not see as like it's part of the process, but I believe it's the most important process. It's really understanding what you want or which life you actually want. Now, for me, I'm not converting a van. I decided to convert a truck. However, initially in my mind, it all started with the idea that I wanted to be free, feel free, go where I want, when I want, and really have that possibility to travel anywhere and park my house anywhere, to always have my little comfort zone, my little zone with me to go anywhere. Now, I think that's very important because not everybody has the same idea about what it is living in a van or why they want to live in a van. Maybe you want to have a van and convert it because you can do some romantic getaways in the weekend or some adventurous getaways. Maybe you are like me and you also just want to travel and you really want to feel that freedom. Or maybe you're just the person who would like to park it next to your sister's place, next to your parents' place, or next to your friend's place. However, not necessarily be far away. Now, all of that really matters because that's how you visualize your life. And that is basically how to convert your van in the first place. Because all your decisions, all the book that you're gonna read and decisions you're gonna make with that, or the planning you're gonna do, or the YouTube videos you're gonna watch, it all starts with really understanding what you actually want. So how to convert a van, in my opinion, it all starts in your mind. So go and grab inspiration. Go scroll on Instagram. I don't know how many videos I've saved in the meanwhile after having this idea that I was gonna live in a van. And it takes time, all right? Like, don't pressure yourself. I had this idea of living in a van. Initially, it all started, I think, when I went on holiday with a friend of mine in July 2019. Basically, yeah, he just finished his van and he was gonna go on the first holidays. And I was playing rugby at that time. However, I couldn't anymore because I broke this bone. And I had to heal, and suddenly I had nothing to do because I used to train 6 days a week. And I actually went to see his van and he said, yeah, on Monday I'm gonna leave on a holidays. And I said, awesome, are you looking for a company? And he said, yeah, why not? So I jumped in the van of my best friend and we went to Switzerland. We passed, well, mainly, but we also, I think, passed by France. And it was so awesome. It was only 1 week, but it was really nice. And that little seed got planted in my head, and then I kind of forgot about it because I had my career, I had my rugby, I had all of my things. And then I left on a trip around the world in February 2020. And I told my dad just before I left, I told him, I said, look, when I come back, I'm gonna live in a van. And he said, yeah, we'll see about that. And yeah, as I was traveling, I wasn't traveling the world because of COVID, but I got stuck in Australia, which was the best place to be. And there I've been living in a car, I've been living in a van, I've been living in a 4-wheel drive, I've been like moving around places with different vehicles. And there I really thought like, wow, that's so nice having that freedom. And I came home on Christmas Day 2022. And I said, okay, that's it. I'm gonna live in a van. So I started looking at vans again, Instagram, scrolling, inspiration. And I thought, but a van is so small. Like, if I want to live in it full time, I mean, wonderful the people who can, but I felt like, I need a bit more space. In the meanwhile, I also started my digital company, my own company, and as a digital nomad. And I felt like I'm gonna be a lot sitting on my computer, and I actually really need something bigger. And so I decided to go to an event. That's also something I really recommend you. Like, please, if you don't know how to convert a van, go to an event. Like, search it on Google. They have events everywhere in the world. Of course, it's not every single weekend. Like, you have to plan in advance. But there is one that I went to, which is Quirky Campers in the UK. And basically, I think there's 1,400 self-made vans trucks, everything that come together, buses, everything. And you actually can just walk in every single one. It's awesome. Like everybody opens their doors and you get all this information. I think that's a really, really, really good place to start as well. Once you like start absorbing all that information and you decide, okay, how is my life gonna be, okay? And then go to an event. Honestly, on the one hand to watch, on the one hand to learn, but you also meet so many awesome, nice people. And I think it's a really, really a wonderful thing to do. If you are in Belgium, there's also an event, Open Van Days it's called, in September. So go to an event, go get all the inspiration, suck it in, think about it, see how you feel about it, and then start planning, because I've bought this book before I went to the event and I still didn't finish it, because I realized I really needed to make up my mind on more things, and then I really have to understand how everything needs to be done. So first things first, think about in your mind, visualize the life that you want, what you're gonna need it for. And then if you can, go to an event and then start planning and then start learning and absorbing all of that. That is my tip on how to convert a van. And I like to see you in the next one. This is also new, so subscribe to my channel, ER on the road. I'm also on Instagram, where you can see my travels, where you can see my sport life. But this channel is specifically gonna be about freedom life, the conversion of my truck and all of that. So that was it. See you. Bye bye.